Hey everybody! Hope you all had a great weekend watching University of Michigan legend Tom Brady win another Super Bowl. Great for Tom. Great for everything he learned. Obviously, he learned at the University of Michigan and the excellence that University of Michigan grads always display on full display for the country. So congratulations to him. But I know that's not what you want to talk about or want to hear about as my sports takes. Um, Instead, we're going to talk about this week. The blog entry is going to talk about Samsung a little bit. If you're not familiar, Samsung is talking about building a microchip factory in Central Texas. We're one of, I think, three finalists for that nationwide. It would bring about 1,800 jobs. Now, in return, they have asked for a total of about $1 billion in tax credits going forward. And when I was reading the article, that struck me as, that's a big number. And I know that's very common. I know that that is something that is done a lot nowadays. But I just didn't know if it was a good idea. Obviously, look, we want companies to come here. There's no question about that. We have to compete with other cities. That's obvious. And some of my clients will probably seek tax credits also. So, that's another issue when I was kind of looking at this analysis. But I'm also a citizen and a taxpayer of Central Texas. And so I wanted to really kind of help figure out if these are good ideas. Should cities be doing this? So I decided to kind of do some research on this, looked at a few different analyses, and it really seems like the overwhelming weight of the economic analysis is that these are bad deals for cities. And there's a few reasons why, including that the companies don't always produce what they say they were going to produce. Companies rarely just make their final decision based on tax credits or tax cuts, etc. But overall, it seems like the weight of the economic sort of analysis goes against cities giving out these tax credits. The problem with that, of course, is that everybody's doing it. And so if Central Texas wants Samsung to come here, we probably are going to need to give some kind of tax credit to them. And that's a real conundrum because you want them to come here and you want them to be here producing, up to 1,800 jobs. But the flip side of it is that what we have to give up to do that may not potentially be worth it. And I don't have a great answer for this. I don't know what is the best thing to do. But I think it's an important question that we need to continue to ask because we're spending a lot of money. Cities and counties are spending a lot of money on tax credits to bring jobs, which is awesome. We want the jobs. It's so great. But maybe is there a point where it doesn't make sense anymore to providing these big tax credits? And that's something that I hope we continue to question because it's an important one to do so. Thanks a lot. Hope you guys have a great week.